We are here in the studio. Dave Death, Steph Viva. We're all in our respective studios. So,
6 feet apart, 3 streams apart. We're fine.
3 streams
Three
apart.
streams.
Don't cross the streams.
I'm
Don't
trying
cross the
not
streams.
to.
What
Ghostbusters.
happened? So we are here with Quincy, it, Medaglia. That's how you say it, right?
No.
No. How do you
It's
say
Medaglia.
it?
Medaglia.
The best part is we've been on the phone for 1 solid hour, and he never thought to ask you how to pronounce your last name.
I've been dealing with it my whole life. What are you gonna
This
do?
is 13 Folds Radio, guys. Dave
we
Death
just-
is in charge. I'm just backup.
This is part of my life at this
We've
point.
been dealing with legit, cool conversations. Name pronunciation never came up.
Is that what that is?
Never came
Okay.
up. I'm cool with it.
So
So can you pronounce it now, David?
You can take over. I've had my drink. I'm caught up.
All right.
It was a stiff one though. I was limited after last week. They limited me to
You were
one
fired.
alcoholic beverage per show, but it's
All
a
right.
stiff
That's
one.
perfect.
So,
Nice.
so I can
Make
make,
it
home
count.
by the end of the show.
That's it.
We're gonna play some. We got some videos. You are actually our first guest. Yeah, you were our first guest who actually provided quality video production, and it's like, dude, I am impressed
No, Dave
at
was
what
so
you
pumped.
guys
He's
have
like,
done.
we've got quality video production, so you need to stay up late. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, sick.
I know. Well, I do the morning show, so I'm not used to being out this late. Like, even though I'm in my basement. So
Yeah, Steph's
but he
usually
was like, you
passed
have
out
to
by
see the
9.
videos. I know. I'm elderly. Anyway, continue.
But you guys have had a pretty big year, Quincy. If I'm like as far as exposure goes, you guys have been all over the place. You just had a big article written up about you. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so we released 2 big videos, big for us anyway, in the span of a week. One on Christmas Day, one on New Year's Day. And the videos were like a full budget videos with like high quality stuff
Right?
going
The
on.
good stuff.
Yeah. And we submitted our press package along with the videos to a ton of publications. I just sat and emailed all day long, and Classic Rock Magazine picked up Wild Ones, which was the one we released on Christmas.
Nice.
And they included us in their Tracks of the Week article
Woo,
among
woo.
the Foo Fighters, Neil Young, and a couple other ones.
So
Pretty
that's
good
got to sit
company.
well with you.
It definitely made my day when I realized that they included us for sure.
For sure.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. So, you guys have been working on these videos. You're also releasing a new EP or a new full album.
Actually, we have in the works. We're working on a project, an EP project that is going to be basically 3 EPs in the span of about a year, which might not necessarily start right at the beginning of this year, but over the course of a year, whether it starts in July to July or whatever.
That's been
we're
the
gonna-
most bizarre part of like the last year and a half of all of our lives. It's like, do
Yeah.
I like let a little out? Do I let a lot out? Is it going to be
Yeah.
like 3 months? Are we not gigging? Are we touring? Are we not
Right.
touring?
Yeah, it's definitely been kind of just flying by the seat of our pants.
It's good for creative space though. Like, where is that for you guys? Do you feel like that's been able to like change the way that you make music, do music?
Yeah, I'd say because especially considering the second video we released was way out of our
Like when you never would have had the time to make that or do that or spend the time on that had you been touring and gigging.
definitely not.
Yeah.
It would have been more of a just kind of get it out type of a vibe if we were full
So
blown
that's got to be
touring.
mind blowing that you got this time, even though you're not being paid, you're not being able to like be like your regular life, but you got the time to make something really creative and cool that got noticed.
Absolutely. It definitely is a big payoff for the year that we had because I spent many a night just kind of like mourning what we
I'm not
lost.
paying the bills. I'm not going
Yeah,
anywhere. I'm here.
totally. So it definitely rejuvenated my self-esteem and my excitement about what we're capable of doing as a band and as an artistic, uh, you know, group
Outlet
of
though,
people.
that's what I'm seeing a
Yeah.
lot more, that I'm running Lemonadio, the digital radio station, but I'm
hmm
seeing musicians like really digging deep and do shit that they never would have thought of
Yeah, totally.
and spending the time on it.
Yeah, totally. The second video that we put out on January 1st was actually something that I recorded by myself. And it's way out of the Quins wheelhouse,
Yeah.
but we released it under the Quins.
Does that make you so
Basically,
nervous as an artist to like, all right, this is me. This is really me and only
um,
me.
yeah, definitely because considering I recorded it myself and everything else we put out has been recorded in a professional studio.
Yeah.
This was recorded on the MacBook that I'm streaming to you guys on
Which
right
is
now.
also
So,
amazing.
well, I had it mixed and mastered in a professional studio, but I did do the recording myself. So that
Nice.
was a little nerve-wracking, but it's been received really well by everybody. Um, and I think that it's given us the idea and as well as the courage to think outside the box and be able to look at the future as we can put out whatever the hell we want under the Quins banner,
Right.
and it doesn't have to necessarily fall into the same box that we've been working out of, which I mean we've kind of never stuck to the same genre anyway,
Yeah.
but this is even we're expanding even more
Well, that's
now.
just because you have to. You have to open
Absolutely.
yourself up to all of the things. How you're gonna get
Absolutely.
it out there.
Exactly. It's our existence is purely on the internet right now. So
Yeah.
we have to like
It's wild.
it's crazy, but it's also like, we can either like curl up in a ball and get sad, or we can
Be the master of
use
your universe, friend.
use the resources we have
And
available.
you're doing it
100%.
right now.
Have to keep creating and keep busy with it, or else you get stagnant.
Totally.
Right.
Absolutely. Totally.
I mean, what better way to avoid all the bullshit that's going on around us, other than creating stuff?
Thank
you lose
you.
yourself.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Writing, recording, whatever it is. I mean, I've spent a lot of nights during the quarantine, especially since I got this MacBook, and it has GarageBand on it. And GarageBand, for those of you who know, is like the paint by numbers of recording programs.
I
We've
love
been
that
using
you're
GarageBand
using that, though.
30 years.
I
But
appreciate that.
right,
Because even
It's,
I won't use GarageBand, but
recording for
you,
dummies.
it works.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's just basically my foot in the door as far as being able to record my own stuff.
Yeah.
But I've found that if you have enough motivation and you're not like a slacker, you can actually,
That's
it's
it.
not
You
about
gotta
it's not
total
about the
hustle.
tools. It's about the guy using the tools.
Yeah,
So
That's it.
you use
Hustle
what
and
the
flow.
right person can use whatever he has available and make something happen.
absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about the other members in the band, because I heard a funny story. Robbie, the guitarist, actually
Yeah.
dropped out of school to join the band. Is
Oh.
that correct?
Oh damn, dude! Wow, you dug deep. Yeah, man. He actually dropped out of school when he was 16 and did a solo tour with his dad, and him drove all over the country, and he played open mics, little small radio stations down south, a couple different places. He I think they visited like 12 or 13 states over the course of like a month and a half. They just cruised around, and school was never for him.
Yeah.
And God bless him, it was never for me either. That's why he's my best friend in the world. I went for 5 years. He went for 3. It all it all evens out in the end. If you think about it, if you split the difference, we both went for 4 years and
Hey, that counts.
never actually graduated.
So you got Donnie Hayes on bass.
Yep. That's my cousin,
Ro-
actually, my first cousin.
oh, is he?
Oh, I
All
love
right.
that.
Yeah, we grew
Family
up.
band.
Yeah, totally.
And
But you know each other's vibes and cues and
Oh,
stuff like
dude,
that.
like no
Yeah,
other.
no one
Absolutely.
knows you better than your family. So like when
No.
you're jamming out and stuff like that, you just know when
Or if you're trying to bullshit each other, you're not gonna get away with it.
it's never happening.
It's never gonna happen.
yeah,
They'll
I
roll
gotta.
with it for a little bit
I've seen
if it's
some. I've seen some of the best band
beneficial.
fights between family members. Actually,
Yeah, I mean, we keep it for the most part. At the end of the day, it's always "I love you, man." All right, I love you too.
well,
Asshole.
that's what's
Good night.
best about
See?
family is you can go at it, and then at the end of the day, be like that.
Absolutely,
So,
without question.
so you got Donnie on bass, Robbie on guitar, you are on guitar and vocals,
Hmm.
and then Dave. How do you say Dave's last name?
Petty,
Petty.
petty,
Petty
Yep,
Dave on drums. now,
Yeah.
now
Too
who
many
does?
Davids.
Are you writing most of the music, or are you guys doing it as a band together?
It's a little bit of both. So the earlier stuff in our catalog, like the first album, that was like 80% me. Second album was more of a collaboration between me and Robbie. And then the third album, Donnie has a song on there that he sings that he wrote entirely, and we just helped him out. And then on the most recent single, Wild Ones, that we recorded all together, we wrote that from the ground up in the room together. And if you notice on Wild Ones, each of us has a singing part. Me, Robbie, Donnie, and me all have a lead part in different parts of the
It,
song.
and
That's kind of the direction we're going in.
it's a brilliant video. Actually, I think that's what we have queued up to actually play. So why don't we start off introducing everybody to your music? What are
Sure.
we looking at? What are we looking like over there, Eddie Bills? All right, so yeah, we got Wild Ones coming up from the Quins. Dude, I saw this video the minute I saw it. I was like, yeah,
Can
I
you
want
shut up
these.
so we can watch it?
I want these guys. I want these guys to on the show.
You say you can't see too clearly, then why the hell are you walking towards me? My mind is
That was John's song, single from 2019 from the Quins. Excellent video. So
Well,
so you said there was a good story behind that song. Let's hear it. What do we got?
John song. Yeah, so man, it's pretty deep. Um
let's go
my
there.
Okay.
A lot of my
my
listeners haven't left the house in like a solid 3,
Yeah.
6, 9 months. We've got a
Yeah,
few of them like since
seriously.
the beginning of COVID that have not left
Yeah.
their house. No joke.
So yeah, I don't blame him, honestly. It's just a sad time for all, but my mother was dating a guy for a little while, and he ended up committing suicide, and that's
Ugh,
what that song
super
song's about,
heavy.
basically.
It everyone's had
I know
those feels
I
right
told
now
you it's
though.
deep.
No, but everybody's had those feels. Like I
Yeah.
feel like for the last 10 months of everyone's life, it's crossed our brain. And maybe it never would have crossed your brain, or maybe you're the person that thinks about it all the time. But I feel like it's just one of those things that people have dealt with. There's someone you've had the feels, you've been there, and it's something I'm
Yes.
glad you talked about it.
You know, it's I mean, that was kind of like the in a nutshell version of the story. Obviously, it's not.
It's awkward. It's uncomfortable.
There's
It's
a
just
lot more
one
of
of those
a
things.
There's a lot more of a sensitive way that I could have presented it, I guess. But
Pull the Band-Aid, bro.
I know the song came from a very real place, and that's kind of where all my songs come from, where all my lyrics come from. It's got to be real life, otherwise I can't write about it effectively.
So is it
You know what I mean?
dealing with the feelings with your mom, or was it your mom's feelings
was
that you
everything.
were portraying?
Everything
It's like
combined.
solid whole experience.
As far as like my mom's feelings trickling down to me and my interpretation of the whole situation.
So that's exactly what it was. It was your mom's feelings and you feeling your 100%. Mom's feelings. Because I feel like that's such a boy. It's a dude thing that you harness those feelings, and when your mom feels them, I feel like you feel them deeper.
Absolutely.
But how many life experiences do you actually have that you associate with music? Like, there's so many different songs bring up to me that may relate to events that happened a decade ago, and I'll hear a song and it's like I'm right back in that moment.
For sure.
100%. It happens all the time. I'll hear stuff, that a song that I knew since I was a little kid, but then when I hear it and I'm 28 or whatever, I'm 32 now, I'll hear a song that I've known my whole life, and when I hear it right now in this moment at this age, it'll hit a chord.
It always never hit different.
It never hit before, and it'll speak to a different part of me than it ever has. You know what
I
mean?
So do you feel like this song is going to hit differently for every space of people? Like, do you feel like this is a transitional song for all people? Like,
yeah, I mean, I
or
think
are you just like, I'm getting out my shit, and I hope somebody else relates with this.
Well, yeah, I mean, on a selfish level, it was just me expressing how I was feeling at the time.
Yeah.
But also, if you read the lyrics and you listen to the message, everybody can take something from it.
100%. It affects everyone.
Totally.
For sure.
Totally. So, yeah.
David, where's your pizza?
I'm trying to be polite. I got half a piece just eyeballing me saying, "Eat me." And I'm like, no, not why. We wait till the next video.
I have nuggets and tots waiting for me delivered by my 12-year-old. So I'm like, really, I want them, but I didn't get a sauce. I only got ketchup. I got no choices. This is kind of bullshit.
All right. So Eric, what do we have lined up next for for a video? Why don't we do, let's see, we just did, John's song. Do we have Bright and New? All right, let's throw Bright and New, the video for Bright and New. I like that one. So,
man,
Quincy,
I miss Turptown.
Turptown's coming up August. They're doing another one. So
Yeah,
that's
that was
actually
the best.
the first time I saw you was Turptown.
Oh, really? Was
Yeah.
it the Quins or was it with Joe Sambo?
I want to say it was the Quins.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we did one. The first one they did that wasn't in the tent.
Yeah,
I
the one up in
believe,
Mass, right?
Last
year was their first one up in Mass.
Oh, the outdoor festival.
Yes.
With the real stage and everything. Yeah, that that one, but we also did a smaller one that was at that function hall.
Oh, where they did it inside instead of outside in the tent. Yeah.
In the tent. Yes,
we can't
did
reveal
that
the
one too.
location of the function hall, though.
No.
If you don't know about Turp Town, you don't
Never
know.
give it
I
up.
don't even know where it was.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We were never there.
No, it's a pigment of your imagination, dude.
A pigment.
So tell us a little bit about the video that we just played for everyone.
So Sit and Wine is the one that I actually recorded myself. It was a song that I had kicking around for quite a while.
All right,
And
so
then
fuck
I
the rest
actually
of the band.
No, dude, come on.
This is
I
what
was
I did.
actually-
This is the Quincy show.
So that is not the case. So over the course of recording the video and everything, I had actually been planning on releasing it as a solo thing. But then I talked to the guys in the band, and I was dreading the idea of having to put under my own name, as far as like trying to start a whole new project and like getting all the Spotify, the YouTube channel, everything squared away from my own
an
solo
endeavor.
thing. It's a whole thing. And we all talked about it, and they were like way on board with it, and they were like, well, we were kind of hoping that you were going to do that anyway, because they knew I was working on it. And we decided to kind of from here on out go with the Wu-Tang Clan sort of sensibility, where like we're all under the same umbrella, but we're all putting out our own stuff, but it's under the name of the Quins. You know what I mean? Raekwon, Jizza, like ODB, but it's Donnie, Quincy, and Robbie.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Whatever, just the next tier down. It's no big deal.
Well, yeah. I mean, but that whole concept of everybody supporting each other, but all being under the same umbrella.
Well, that's it, because you build a brand,
creative umbrella.
People,
right.
Yeah, for sure, and like people follow you that way, and that's cool.
And we're all songwriters. We all have our own songs. We all are, everybody in the band, speaking for the other guys in the band, are incredibly talented songwriters and just artists in their own rights. And I think that the Quins is a great platform for us all to create on and all contribute to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's kind of the idea behind Sit and Wine, and hopefully more projects in the future.
Yeah, that's that's always the best. You give everybody now has the floor to create what they want to create, and everybody gets out there and supports each other. And it's not like you can't play it live with each other, anyways. They just
no, it's never gonna.
Awesome.
We're never gonna break. We're never gonna break up. It's
We're never gonna break up.
Right. But
I would like to say, I hope that for you.
Right, I appreciate it. So the whole thing is like I'm never gonna suppress them, and they're never gonna suppress me.
And that's it. When you're an artist, you have to create
output.
Wherever you want to create and how you want to create.
Having the support of the band, and also having a band that we can all write together and come out with a full collaborative effort, as well as individual stuff.
Yeah, that's amazing.
All under it's kind of a magical thing, and I'm really grateful for them.
Yeah,
I love
for sure.
They're my brothers at this point, so it's like it's all in the family.
So we're gonna go out with The Devil's Abode, which was
sick
off of The Woods Look Good, right?
Yeah, so I think the video that you guys have is from the release show for The Woods Look Good, which we filmed and recorded at Pins in Kingston, Mass. That was our big release show for the new album that came out in October of 2019. We packed like almost 400 people into Pins in Kingston, Mass.
Such a good time.
Awesome.
Bowling alley.
It is a bowling alley.
Yeah,
but we turned it into our house for the night, and it came out. It came out really cool, man. It was a great time.
That's amazing. So our producer, Eddie Bills, is jealous of this. He's sitting over there saying he wish he had the opportunity to do something like that. So
you still do, dude.
So yeah, we got to. You know what we'll do? We got the bowling for buds thing we've been talking about doing. We should hook up with this bowling alley, man.
Excellent.
So anyway, we're gonna come out with it. We're gonna leave out with this. Before we go though, I just want to thank you for taking the time to spend with us. I want to tell everybody where to get your music. Go to
Bandcamp.
go to facebook.com the Quins, check them out there, or go to thequinsband.com.
And if you're watching the stream on YouTube or watching the interview, check the info section, the description for the links.
Oh, nice. Look at you.
Thank you.
So
Thank
so
you.
he's on the ball in some of these areas. He's been
So it's the Quins with one N, just so you know. It's one N, not two.
yeah,
Everybody
the Quins,
misspells our
one
name all
N.
the time.
And check
One
out their
N.
videos, man. Every one of the videos I have watched from you guys has been top notch. And
Hey, thanks, man.
like, who are you producing them, or are you guys hiring people to do these?
That's Revelry Studios. Most of the videos are done by Revelry Studios out of Manchester, New Hampshire.
Nice.
They do incredible work. And the Sit and Wine video is actually a good friend of mine, Carl Benecki, and Red Bridge Productions. They did Sit and Wine. So we, all in all, we have a lot of really talented friends around us who are supportive and let us do our thing for not as much money as they deserve. Let's
That's
put it
it.
that
The
way.
community. You got to
That's
give
what
back.
it's about when we're starting out
It's-
doing this stuff, man.
Absolutely.
The community's
killing
got to
it, though.
come out and support each other for these things.
They deserve millions for what they do, man. Seriously.
So listen, before we head out, I just want to thank our sponsors one more time: Solar Therapeutics, Wonderland Smoke Shop, Kind Card, and Northeast Alternatives. Thank you guys for making all of this happen and for bringing these great bands to us, allowing us to do what we do. So, yeah, stick around. After this video, we're going to be playing more music. We'll be playing music for you guys up until 11. But once again, Quincy, thank you. Thank you for joining us, and it's been awesome. And like I said, I love your
Totally.
stuff. We got to get you guys on one of our live shows when we start up again.
I know.
Just
Thanks,
give me a
friend.
call. Dude, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Call
All
me.
right. All right. Eddie, let her rip.
Are you ready to get a little weird with us tonight? Well, I spend most of my days trying to walk down the right road. That's kind of...
Thank you guys for sticking around, and a special thanks to Quincy Medaglia from
Sounds that right?
Medaglia. You say Medaglia,
Medaglia.
I say Medaglia.
Medaglia. It's easy.
Anyways, fuck you, Steph.
Whoa!
What are you, a friggin' wordsmith over there? Quincy, thank you so much for putting up with my shit tonight. And like
Dude,
I
love
said,
it.
dude, when we get a date for the Method Man Redman show and when all that stuff's gonna happen, I'll let you know. If you guys got a free date, let's get you on the bill.
Bro, I got all the free dates. Just hit me up, dude.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, guys, thank you, Steph Viva, for joining me as always. You bring a level of professionalism that I could never bring
I don't know
to
about all that.
anything. And yeah,
Quincy,
stick around next
once
week.
again, let him tell everyone how to find all of his stuff.
Oh yeah, tell
yeah.
everybody where to get your stuff, Quincy.
So if you look up the Quins with one N on any streaming platform, you will find us. We're on Instagram and Facebook as the Quins with one N. And that's about it. It's thequinsband.com. QUIS band.com.
Excellent.
So
All right, go ahead, David.
So we'll be back next week. We got Derek Gould is going to join us from Solar Therapeutics dispensary and tell us all about the things that they're doing. Maybe I'll be able to get us some samples again. You never know. You know, shoot for the sky, and who sees what happens. It might rain weed on us next week. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining us. It's 13 Folds Radio. Keep listening. We got a lot of new music coming up for you for the rest of the hour. And, we're going to hang out with Quincy and behind the scenes and shoot the shit. And maybe you guys
Not
can,
with you.
And maybe you guys can come and join us. Look on the YouTube channel, 13 Folds Live. And maybe you'll see some of our behind the scenes stuff and have some fun with us. Have a good night, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace.